2K22. Your My Career game is blasting off with zero gravity. Don't let anything hold your game down.
Season 6 brings new court designs that are out of this world aboard the Concha Del Mar and on all 4 city affiliations. Show off your futuristic skills and all new gear. Enhanced by 40 new.
Let's meet the visiting team, the New Orleans Pelicans. At power forward, Jackson Hayes. At the other forward position, let's meet the starters for your LA Clippers. At forward, 6.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Well, BA, the Clippers are creating chemistry through passing. Paul George and Kawhi setting career marks in assists. Coach Ty Lue said, quote, "We'll play through them. It's a fine line because they're mid-range shooters. So when they get to a spot, it's easy to fire. It's about getting into the paint and making those extra passes." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. They've got C.J. McCollum, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Hayes. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Batum in at the small forward. And these teams have both been hit by the injury bug, Grant. Just an unfortunate part of the game.
Yeah, and it always will be. I mean, teams making strides with prevention and recovery, but the game is just too intense and too demanding to avoid them.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
And the dunk by Jackson.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
To the inside. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to George. Jackson against Ingram. Down low. Here's Zubats. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Out left to the wing. Batum. Pure from three-point range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's McCollum. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Zubats. George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Ingram. Doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They've been taking care of business.
I saw it. Wow. And he saw it. Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And there it is for him. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Pelicans trail. McCollum, the pass to Valanciunas. Ingram against George. The shot's good.
Brandon Ingram possesses grace and power. He mixes them together for a big finish.
And the jam by George.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. A minute 53 left in the first. From the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Zubac passes to George. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're away. Out in front.
And with Paul George, Graham, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's McCollum. New Orleans calls timeout.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. Here's Murphy into the lane. Great D that time from Zubac. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Here's Graham. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. George outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Outside Graham. Here he goes. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson outside. Offensive board. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's their 3-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their 3-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Graham with it, guarded now by George. Here's Murphy. Good, and Graham with the setup.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Pass to George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself Playoff P. He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Clippers. Temple's checked in for the Pelicans. Now here's Graham. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. Driving inside, and they're able to recover. They get it back. Here's Temple. And another three for New Orleans.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Hartenstein. Count it.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Defended by Jackson. An easy 2 on the layup. 5 points in the game.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
And Smitty, there are plenty of good teams in the league. Not many great teams, though. How do you define that, partner? Do you have to win a title to be great?
No, I don't think so. BA, obviously championships matter. But I think being consistent. Look at the Steve Nash Suns, teams that have competed for titles over a sustained period. You have to take pride in that, too.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Jones misses.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Pass to Batum. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Inside, here's Temple. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. To the paint. Jackson outside. Fires from the wing. Pulled the shot a little left. Bounce goes his way, though. Batum's got 8 points.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Now here's McCollum. Valanciunas. Second shot opportunity. Outside Jones. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Last season, Draymond Green called out what he saw as a double standard. When players ask for trades, they're vilified. But teams can announce they're planning to trade a player and sit him on the bench in the meantime, and then it's taken in stride. Guys, he feels like it's disrespectful.
Well, that's something to consider, Allie. Thanks. Good stuff. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, this guy is torching them. And so far, their defense hasn't responded.
Hayes is checked in for Temple. Now here's Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. Here's Covington. And the layup is good off the glass. Covington's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're really working the paint now.
A minute 4 left to play in the first half of basketball. Unloads from 13. He squares up and sinks it.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
And Kennard with the 3. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Ingram, the pass to Valanciunas. Zubats against McCollum. Here's Valanciunas. In transition, here come the Clippers. Back to Batum. And he banks in the layup. Batum's got 10 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Back to Kennard. George outside. Over Ingram. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Clippers on top, up 19. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Alongside Ty Lue and Coach, what's the focal point for this team as you approach the second half?
Just playing hard, first of all, and then playing with pace offensively. They're doing a good job of getting to the basket. And then defensively, going to be some time to work things out, but they've been pretty good.
Pace so critical to your team's.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
There was no shortage of dimes on this team, that's for sure. Numerous guys displayed good court vision, moved the ball, led to great shots. They're in full control of this game.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
First of all, where's the intensity on D? They think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. But nope, they keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that does it for our halftime show.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So for New Orleans right now, Brandon Ingram out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Outside for Ingram. Unloads. And it's good. 2 points. Ingram's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This is just a case of Brandon Ingram getting stronger and more able to play through contact. Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Pass to Hayes. Back to McCollum. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Kennard with it. McCollum covering. Kennard can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
It's been fun watching Brandon Ingram's scoring stats climb. He's a guy who can really fill it up, whether he's inside or outside of the arc.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. You know, Grant, what's really impressive about Ingram's scoring is what he can do on those nights when he just goes off.
Yeah, we've seen some explosive stuff from him on the offensive end from time to time. Now, when he's dialed in, he can absolutely torch you. I just wish he could perform at that level every night.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. It's George on the wing. Over Jones. George's shot is good. George has got 21 points in the game.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Powell against Ingram. Back to George. Pass to Zubats. George outside. For 3, Powell. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist with that last one.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. McCollum's got 13 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Zubats. George outside. Over Jones. George, no good. The Pelicans have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Ingram, the pass to McCollum. Here's Hernan Gomez with the putback. It's good on the putback.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And he gets it to go.
The playmaking of Reggie. A work in progress, but looking good right there.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Timeout called. The Pelicans. He's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers on D. And there's 1:38 left in the third. Valanciunas down low. Powell covers. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Back to Jackson. From deep. Pelicans cleared away. Graham, the pass to Nance. And a great assist by Graham as that one goes. Graham's got 3 assists tonight. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Also, what touch they've displayed from long range as a team tonight and throughout this entire game.
Hayes is checked in for Valanciunas. Now here's George. Give him 23. Knocks it down from distance. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Nance outside. Graham against Powell. Back to Nance. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Nance has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Powell against Graham. Powell right side. Zubac passes to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Isaiah Hartenstein, Reggie Jackson out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to George. Zubac inside. He's against Hayes. Here's George. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
And he makes a first. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And it's the Clippers ball off the inbound, and he lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's McCollum, uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
They're having a good half offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
Now here's George. Tight defense on him. Kennard has the open look. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Graham, and finished off by Graham.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
That one drops for him. George has got 27 points.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's McCollum. New Orleans calls timeout.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Get on your feet, make some noise for T-shirt time.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. To the middle. Here's Hayes. It's deflected.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
George, good.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
For New Orleans, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Ingram. Here's Temple. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Jackson gets the bucket. Here's Ingram. Now Valanciunas. Pass to McCollum. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Remaining in the game.
Now Jackson from outside the arc. Rebounded by Ingram. A minute 42 left in the fourth. Can't hit from in close. McCollum against George. Over Hayes. They get it back to the right side. Zubac finds George from deep three-point range. Back to Zubac. Kicks it to George. Over Ingram. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Kennard.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Here's Temple. George defending. There's the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Snell, he's checked in for the Pelicans. C.J. McCollum comes in for Temple. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And he got the whistle on the way. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
5 to shoot. There's McCollum with the 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
New Orleans ball.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Pelicans.
And so he hits both. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Kennard. Up and over McCollum. Offline. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. We'll see you later.